survival action game where you navigate a vast and dangerous field with other players. You must become one of the Nightfarers, fighting through the endless night and taking on scores of vicious foes over the span of 3 days. Once a country that thrived thanks to the power of gods, Limveld is now nearing its end, gradually being eroded by the night that has saturated the land. You will be deployed to Limveld to hunt the Night Lords as a level 1 character. In your current state, you won't stand a chance against that type of overwhelming power. You must gain the strength to survive by moving swiftly and skillfully. Evaluate every situation, use your skills to fight back and survive through the night. As darkness blankets Limveld, the night's tide will begin to cover the field, narrowing your range of traversal. And as night falls, you will be driven towards an unavoidable confrontation. 8 Nightfarers assembled to defeat the Night Lord. By mastering the style, skills, and ultimate arts of these Nightfarers, you may be able to survive and defeat the night. The Nightfarers are the only warriors remaining who can stop them and save this land from total obliteration. Battling the Night Lord, being that boasts overwhelming attack power and toughness, will be more challenging than anything faced in Limveld. Set forth on this thrilling and fast-paced adventure, filled with danger and achievement. Dare to stand together against the fool of night.
You love to see it. Those are the additions you can also end up pre-ordering if you like. That's kind of the base overview of the game. You can scan that QR code too. Has like a ability and an ultimate as well that you can see on the bottom. You might be used to seeing some flasks as well towards the bottom left. They're actually, if you look towards the top left, right under the stamina bar. So that's where you see where the total number of flasks are. There's the map. You gotta plan your route. The circle's always closing in. There's no fall damage, so not to worry in this game. You're not losing your runes in weird ways, but looking at everyone here, we have Wilder here for our influencer Distortion. Our fan Tyler will be playing the Guardian, kind of a tank. And then as we get into Micah, we see Duchess, who's kind of a dagger-wielding, almost rogue-type character, loves stealth. Haven't really seen too much of her personally, but I'm excited to see it today.
No, yeah, I love Duchess. She can do an insane amount of damage with the rewind abilities. You just gotta duplicate any big hits that you and your teammates do.
Nice, we'll lock in. Early game, we watched this a little bit. What do you think about the strategy of going towards, like, very early camps, fighting easier enemies and whatnot? Is that something that you've seen so far work out for a lot of the teams you've been watching?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta start slow. You gotta build it up. Those first few levels come fast, so really you can just take out a few kind of easy pushover mobs just to get a level or 2, and then head over to like a mini boss somewhere and get an upgrade or 2. Yeah,
nice.
Works out well.
I'm gonna quiz you a little bit. What type of like biomes or places have you seen on these day ones? Like, are we talking castles, rivers? What has been available for you to watch so far?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of castles, a lot of burned out camps like this.
Nice.
The map is different every single time.
Yeah, that's a big thing that Aggie just said. If you guys are thinking about your own runs, man, why did they go here? I would have gone to the castle. I would have gone to the swamp. I would have done this. The map is different every single time, changing. Plus, the zone itself changes the way it closes every single time. So every single run is kind of a unique thing in itself when it comes to Nightreign. See these guys swinging, sticking together as well. You can separate and go on your own ways around the map. I mean, when it comes to your type of content, your type of gameplay, do you think you see yourself like kind of speedrunning things with 2 other high-profile players, splitting across the map?
Hey, I mean, Nightreign is a co-op game, but sometimes you just gotta run it solo, right?
Whoa.
Yeah. Playing the network test, there's a lot of potential in splitting up and just kind of, if you can handle it, clearing 3 camps at once, a lot more efficient than just one at a time. But.
Absolutely. This time, though, everyone's sticking together, just making sure we have the bearings locked in. Frenzied Flame Troll, again, we've had some sessions inside this booth. We've not seen this guy here today, so you guys are seeing this for the first time. The team's dealing with it. One unique thing too is that when it is staggered, we move these quick hits. These mobs are still able to be hit as we move on. First enemy fell, and now we have this decision to make. You can pick up new weapons, you can pick up new abilities for your character as well when it comes to passives. But when you're looking at picking up new things for your character, what do you usually look at, Aggie? What's the decision to make?
Honestly, if I was Wilder here, I'd be going for this improved stamina recovery +4 here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And
I love just the passive stat boost like that. But I mean, of course, you also need to get a weapon or two online as well. But
Yeah.
you can get those anywhere. The stat boosts are more unique to actually killing the bosses.
Nice. So again, the stat boosts up. The weapons are available in chests like this across the map, so you can get some more consumables. There's a flail you can pick up. I know Wilder starts with a sword and shield, but you can switch them up to have anything inside the whole game, so you're not kind of locked down to what you start with, which is very, very cool. Lock it in as well. Watching these guys traverse the map. You are able to climb cliffs now. You can double jump onto things, mantle off of everything in front of you. There's also these big spirit springs as well to get you all the way up. And movement.
Love the movement in this.
Yeah.
So cool.
How does movement change from here compared to what you were playing in Elden Ring?
Well, compared to Elden Ring, it's night and day.
Yeah?
Or Nightreign and day.
Nightreign, there you go. That's a nice one.
No, but really, I mean, no torrent here. You can just run faster than he ever could anyway. No fall damage. That's a big one.
Yep.
Spirit springs, the little spirit hawks flying around. It's great.
Yeah, we see the hawks as well. See so many things happen. Also, all the mobs that are playing here, or that you get to see spawn in randomly. So, you know, sometimes it could be a jarhead here, sometimes it could be something different. As we move through this castle, there's a big difference as well here. So we've seen giant rats moving up these stairs. There's been soldiers here before. Now there's just, you know, sorcerers and whatnot. It's nuts. The variety in this game is kind of insane, and that's something you have to keep up with. Right? You have to be adaptable to play this game.
Yeah, absolutely. You gotta keep on your toes.
More hits come in. Kind of try to make your way towards the upper portion of this castle. You're able to fight kind of a mini boss, but at the same time also get chests of loot to be able to get more, or I guess even better weapons. So we'll see them lock in for that one. Switch around, look at some of the Duchess gameplay. Legit, the first time we're seeing it today.
We got the Crystallion up here.
Yeah. Now, I haven't, like, it's been a while playing against Crystallion, but when talking to Jake, a very annoying lost face on your own.
Yeah, this one is an interesting, they made short work of that. Wow.
Oh!
My God, I didn't even get to explain it yet. Basically, you gotta hit him a bunch and then he cracks. And
Yeah.
you can 1 or 2 shot him after that.
And the annoyance is just on the HP of the tankiness, but these guys are already packing a wallop. Now, when it comes to that side of grace as well, when it comes to you kind of, you know, making your own builds at home, how long do you usually spend at sites of grace kind of min-maxing the levels?
And yeah, and you know, you gotta evaluate what weapon you have, what's it scaling with, do I need HP, do I need stamina? It's a little bit easier in Nightreign now, you just hit the level up button.
Yeah,
So-
literally, there's one button, it auto-allocates the levels for you, so you're going to these sites of grace just to get a refill on your flasks, just to get all your runes cashed in for your level. Now, if we zoom in as well and look at the UI of the map, there's so many places you can pick, but specifically at the bottom, you can see 2 kind of see-through circles. One is a normal ability, so for Wilder, he has this whip. He can like bring enemies closer to him, he can latch on the bosses and fly towards them. He also has this big ultimate. Every character has their own separate ultimate. For Wilder, it's this big boom of fire that does a lot of damage, a lot of stagger as well. Now these ultimates, a brand new thing for Nightreign. How does that switch up the game?
It is a game changer for sure. That Wilder ultimate specifically is my favorite because it's almost a guaranteed stagger if you charge it all the way up.
Yeah. No, it's huge. And that's just one character, right? So depending on your character, you might have a different ultimate. For Guardian here, he flies straight up into the air, smashes down. No one in his vicinity of aura takes damage. So he takes damage for everyone. If you're a tank player, you like being the front line for your team, you can be a tank in Elden Ring, in Nightreign, which is huge. Then we have the last piece of the puzzle, which I'm not too familiar with Duchess's ultimate in general, but it also will pocket wall.
Yeah, that one's more of a stealth ability, so you can use it to either just reposition or maybe, you know, catch your breath, heal up, revive your teammates, or you can use it to get behind the boss and flank him.
Always positional. We'll be visiting these churches as well. This is where you end up getting more flasks in total. And at the same time, at some of these churches, you're able to actually deal some damage. Now, you're going to be seeing the Edge of Night kind of come in. If you're in that circle, you take some damage, just like most other Battle Royale games. But at the same time, you can dive into the circle, min-max stuff, fight some camps that are still there. And again, optional bosses, optional mobs spawn all around you. Royal Carry of Night up in the business. And they'll try to make quick work of them. I mean, this armor seems to be shiny and clean. One person already down, then to pick people up. How does that work in this game?
Right, so, you know, you would think you would run over and maybe give him a helping hand, or you could just slap him in the face with your sword. That works.
Yeah, it's a big thing in this game. It's the power of action. So if someone does go down, you just have to basically swing at them enough to where they come back up. Now, decision making, a big thing inside Nightreign as well. These guys were fighting that carrier knight. Saw that they were tickling him and he was laughing. Unfortunately, they're down here. 2 players down. A little bit of trouble.
We'll see Duchess, yep, just getting the Wilder back up there. Very nicely done.
Everyone's good. It's still nice rises. Let's hear it with the team. They're making a nice wave with day 1. Nagi, if you're this squad, what's the setup here? Are we sending in Duchess first? Is Guardian taking a lot of the damage? How does this team comp work?
You know, yeah, so Guardian, I mean, he excels at tanking and, you know, kind of drawing aggro, using that shield, using his abilities to just kind of, you know, survive and also revive. His ult is super, super good for reviving teammates, so a lot of the time you want to hold it, and then if a teammate goes down, you can just fly over and land on them, instant revive, and they're invincible as long as you hold it. Works really well.
Nice. So Guardian kind of has to be the front line at the same time. Be a little bit careful. Maybe let Duchess take the first point of engagement. Maybe she goes down and Guardian comes in. We end up playing the game correctly. At the same time, look at this reversal here. Look at where we're going. Inside the bottom of a tunnel next to a castle. Now over here, we're going to be walking into what seems to be a boss spawn room. So you can't have consistent things happen, but we won't know which boss spawns until you actually jump into the room. So over here, we're going to be locking in with the ancient hero of Zamor. Slowly walking up. Again, most of these bosses have amazing ways to farm aura. He's looking good.
He's spooky.
He's very spooky. And his HP bar barely moving it. These guys have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, I don't know if we're ready for this one yet, honestly, but we'll see.
Yeah, so a little bit of a time investment. Some boss fight for the man as well. But
Lead prog.
yeah. Kind of trapped in here too. We're getting taken down, almost half HP now.
Boss going into phase 2 now. Lots of cross attacks incoming. Oh, but the big stacker, they might just be able to burst it down.
He's weak on that stagger as well. You're right about the burst. Big pushback. A little bit of damage on everyone, but just giving him some space. Okay, now he's getting active. Trying to take care of him, almost there. 10% HP. Can we hear it for the team? Take it out. Big progress, and now they got decisions to make again.
Yeah, let's see, what do we got here? We got some Raptors talents available for the Wilder. I'm a big fan of Raptors. I love the claws, I love the bleed.
They have a grafted greatsword as well. I mean, that's a legendary item.
Oh, yes.
Coming in for the Guardian. And now he's got to think about, do I want to swing or do I want to save, right? Like, it's so interesting when you're playing this character. You can tank and soak a lot for your team, but you can also be that guy.
Yeah.
Question for the audience, are you guys more tanky or more DPS if you're playing this bird on your screen? Do you want to tank? Let me hear it for tank. Yeah! You want to crush souls and deal damage? Let me hear it for damage.
Yeah!
That's what I'm talking about, yeah.
Taking out this lion mob in front of the castle. We got a knight over here too.
That's no joke. A lot of the times this lion does have an HP bar with him, but because we're kind of near that level 6, level 7 mark, sometimes it just spawns in as a little bit of a mini boss. More knights to be able to take care of as well. We've already doing a really good job. Everyone working in tandem, not really taking much damage either. This team's looking good.
Yeah, dude, honestly doing really, really well. Picking up lots of buffs, lots of weapons. I'd say we're on great pace. Should we check in with this?
Yeah, let's see what Distortion's saying. Oh, what's this run looking like, man? It's even better than your last one.
We're feeling pretty good about this right now. I mean, it was a little bit of a rough start again, but doing pretty good. I've got a healing weapon, so I can stay alive for a really long time, so I'm very happy about that.
Very nice. Got some heals to kind of cheat away the damage. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, survivability is always good, you know.
Nice. Stay locked in. We get to cash in all those runes. I decided Grace get up to level 7. On one side, 6 for some of the other teammates. So we have a little bit of disparity, but we've seen some people go down and go up. Yeah, you can see a lot of things on the map as well. There's a church you can kind of walk into, but you can see the Edge of Night slowly taking it over. So you have to make these decisions on, you know, I want to tap in, you want to see what's up over there. It's also aesthetically very beautiful. This is not a movie theater where you have to hide the food you brought in from home. If you guys like what you see on screen, you can take pictures, you can record, you can post it to social. So if there are cool moments, I'll even call for the phones to come out. Hashtag Elden Ring, hashtag Nightreign. Let the people know you're one of like 400 people that get this experience. One of 50 in this room, and maybe even one of one that get to see something no one else has seen before.
Taking out the last few mobs here before the night one boss comes.
Good call out there, Aggie. When you're in this final circle, when it's kind of gone down to this point, there are a few little mobs that spawn in. After the fact, you get the big boss coming in with a thunderous bass of a boom. So the last mob goes down.
And let's see what we got here.
And who we have coming through after the fact, it's a double one. The Mariner and those who live in death. I haven't seen this one here inside PAX, so you guys are getting a world's first again. On one of the first bosses on day one. Let's hear it for PAX. Now, how do you kind of tackle these two, right? Because these are mobs and bosses we've seen before.
Right, so Tibia Mariner, at least in Elden Ring, is not terribly dangerous, but he does teleport around a lot. He summons a lot of skeletons, so you're probably going to want one person to try and focus him down, chase him around, while the other two clean up all the skeleton mobs.
Mobs are no joke, though.
It seems to be going pretty well for them so far.
Yeah, they're looking good. Everyone kind of doing their job. Big damage on all sides. There's the TP across the map. It's looking really smooth so far. How are you guys feeling about this team after watching this boss fight so far? Since day one, they're looking calm, collected, composed. Big crit as well. That's what we love to see. You were calling her Tibia or Mariner? Which one do you rock with?
Usually Tibia.
Yeah? Because you gotta think about that, right? Like, usually, they're kind of solo playing Elden Ring. They got a call, right? They got
or just the bowman, you know?
The bowman, yeah.
It looks like we've almost got all of these skeleton mobs down. Just gotta focus on Tibia Mariner.
Nice. Half the boss down, let's keep it going. The team not even losing when he flashes on every player. They're popping, just one boat really left. More spawns of skeletons come in, but they keep them at bay for now. Well, Bench is getting absolutely slaughtered. The day one boss down, you guys are 1/3 closer to your exclusive PAX prize, and now look at some of the things that are offered to every single player. Epic rarities worth of passives. This is nuts, Aki.
Yeah, no, I really like these walking ones that are offered sometimes, where you just kind of aura farm the boss, you slowly walk with them, and this whole thing appears around you. It's great.
Yeah. Love to see it. Saw it utilized a little bit earlier in the day as well, but right now, unique things picked up by every player.